Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeff McCall. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, Star Trek Discovery, Episode 3. What did you think?
Yeah, so this episode was definitely all about connection. We've got Tilly actually outright said the theme of the episode. When you have to choose to connect, and we have different, so many different instances of people doing that. With the joining of the Trill.
Well, for one, don't get me started on Tilly, and two, that's more than 20 words. So.
Do you want to just go right into themes there?
Sure.
So we've got, Rayner and his version of connecting to the crew versus Tilly's. We've got a very literal choice to connect between the Doctor and the Trill symbiote. And we've also got people choosing to disconnect with Adira and Gray breaking up. So we've got all different kinds of choosing to connect.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was just like, something's happening, people are sad. Something's happening, people are sad.
That's true too. That's also, there's a formula. We discovered the formula last time, and it still applies.
It still does.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Trill.
We did go to Trill.
They're like, you can't come down here till you answer this riddle.
Answer me these questions 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The answer is Betazoid.
Yeah.
That was simple. Our security will not allow anyone down here. Except at the end when you see the girl got down there pretty simply. A little tracking device on Adira.
Yep.
They go down to Trill, they get Culber to take on the symbiote of the person that was alive 600,000-700,000 fucking years ago. And you said the biggest complaint about the Chase episodes, there was no follow-up. Well, this entire season is the follow-up.
Well, yeah. All I said was, that was a huge bomb to drop on Star Trek canon.
Yeah.
And then never discuss it again. So here we are discussing it again.
They've been waiting for the right time, and apparently this is it.
It took 800 years, but goddamn it, we're discussing it.
Yeah, so the backstory we got from the Trill dude was that a bunch of scientists, not going to give you names, got together and started studying this, and they located the device, and it can do all this different shit. Mm-hmm. And then they're just like, well, then the Dominion War happened, and we're all just like, yeah, we better not, so we hit it.
Yeah, there was a ton of Deep Space Nine lore dropping in this, or lore referencing.
Yeah, one person tried to use it, he died.
Mm-hmm.
Just one, eh?
I wonder if it was himself.
One ruggedly handsome person tried to use it, and, well, they're not here anymore. It was me.
We have personal transporters now.
Oh, I don't remember the coordinates. I just remember the path. Besides, I can't tell you how much I miss the feeling of a nice, long walk.
We don't have time.
It'll be fine.
They go on a walk?
Mm-hmm. I did like Wilson Cruz playing a different character in this. It looked like he was having fun with it. This guy works out. Yeah.
He's just accentuating himself. He's like, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I was watching that pretty closely because, that's a test on an actor of whether they can be different. Mm-hmm. I don't think he was that much different, but you thought he was.
Yeah. I liked it. He was definitely. It really felt like he was doing a voice, but he had the swagger going, and I felt like
he has a higher voice at times. He's got the regular kind of lower voice but he's got the higher voice. He did not go into the higher voice at all. Mm-hmm. He just kind of kept it gruff.
Yeah.
There's some weird creatures, and they're just like
some kind of giant invisible bees.
Yeah. I remember Jessica telling me not to go wandering on my own, just don't go in that direction on your own,
Yeah, that's quite the creature to just exist on Trill. And nobody ever mentioned it, I guess.
Well, how often do we visit Trill?
Oh, yeah, not very.
We never leave the caves.
Yeah, it's just outside the caves. It's the invisible cloaked giant bee monsters.
What? control the way light refracts.
He tells them to bring out the weapons. That was silly. Like, to me, that's asking them to fail.
Yeah.
And so naturally they get attacked by the monsters. They see that there's actually like eggs there and they're protecting their nest. And then Burnham's just like, no, I'm going to walk up there and put my phaser away. And then you use your mind stuff. Because they remembered.
I was asking. I was like, is he still a Beastmaster or did something bad happen? Like, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he's still a Beastmaster.
Well, I think when his planet died, that affected him and his abilities. But every season when you ask me, it's like, oh, like, is this still a thing? I'm just like, I don't know if the Discovery writers remember if it's still a thing.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I mean, they dropped stuff. Though, we got one important detail in this entire episode. Nielsen's on Voyager.
Oh, Jeff.
I wonder how well she's adjusted to just, doing her job and not having to be emotional and an entire crew that doesn't cry about it all the time.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
Everyone's Rayner. So while we were doing that bug fight, there were some logistical questions. For one, we probably weren't utilizing the transporter enough. Like, you could juke those bugs out pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you were probably fairly safe.
For one, I don't know how they programmed the transporter. They just tap, I'm here.
Yeah.
Tap, I'm here.
I guess it got some.
And then they're like, okay, well, we should get out of here. I'm just like, it's not gonna work because you're inside of the rocks.
Yeah, you're inside rocks. Caves. Lower Decks has taught me about this. Every Star Trek has taught me about this. God, nothing is more powerful in the Star Trek universe than rocks.
I was literally just thinking of the Caves episode the other day with the leg falling off.
Yeah, brutal. And also, why couldn't we just beam up that whole fucking rock?
Yeah.
Why is Michael Burnham standing, like, it's not shielded. Just, is that the rock with the thing? Okay, beam it up. We're good. Yeah. We got beamers.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see, There's is the answer to it all.
I know that didn't end up being where it actually was, but like, why?
Those aren't rocks.
Those are eggs.
Right.
They're protecting their young, just like any parent would.
But there's no justification for antagonizing them, no matter what's hidden here.
Jinaal was right.
So on the ship, we got Rayner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to Tilly, and Tilly's chaperoning him, and he's just like, I'll use my time to find these two, and and they're like, no, Zora's gonna do that. You need to connect with the crew. It's just like, you have a mission, and it's very important. She even says that we don't even have time to walk. We have an important mission, unless it's something emotional.
Yeah,
then there's time. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just like
feelings.
We have a mission. We don't have time for this. Hey. You stay down here, you talk to Gray, you figure shit out. Hey, don't work on the ship. I want you just to talk to people and get to know the crew. Like, yeah.
I mean, I get, like, it makes sense. If he's going to be their first officer for any extended period of time, it's not a bad idea to get him actually familiar with the people he's working with.
Yeah, well...
and he went about that in, like, his way. The way he thinks is effective.
When Nielsen left for her new post on Voyager, she gave me a pet Tribble.
Last time I did this, they gave me chips.
I'll save my drag racing story for next time.
Oh man, I have so much to say about all this. I don't know where to start. So for one thing, I think they were trying to do the old man doesn't know how to use technology thing, because Tilly's just like, oh, Zora's just doing that. Yeah, I already know that. Zora told me. And he's sitting here with his pen and paper, doing shit manually because old man doesn't know how to computer or something. Yeah. Was that what they were going for?
I don't know, but it's really kind of dumb how it's like, I'm working on this thing, and then like, oh, the computer told me. Well, that doesn't make you smarter.
Yeah, and like, the computer told me is great if for something simple, but Rayner's actually there looking at all the data. He's just like, I'm seeing not just the conclusion, but how we reached that conclusion.
Yeah.
And all Tilly has is, yeah, the computer told me. I do what computers say. Computer good. Stupid fucking kids and their cell phones. And god damn it, once again, I feel like this show wants me to not like Rayner.
Yeah.
And I just like him. I feel like the show wants me to be like, oh, he's being such a dick. He's not connecting to anyone, but he was.
Like it was.
He was connecting with. He fulfilled the mission he was given.
It was comical because he was being like very straight about it. He's like, give me 20 words, tell me about yourself or whatever. And then it's just like, yeah, he's not really learning anything about them by doing that. It's kind of silly, ha. But he did. And like, he drew his own conclusions from that. Because like, he's got 30 years of experience.
Yeah. And I did appreciate how they didn't... I think there was a danger of just making Rayner suck at being a captain. But like, he's clearly good at it. Like, he did get results. He went out and completed the mission that Burnham gave him, and it was just in a style that the Discovery crew is not familiar with.
Hey, he did 7 of those red thingies. It's not his first one.
Professional distance keeps the distinction clear. My crew understood that at a shorthand. Mutual trust.
In my experience, sir, it helps if the crew believes you actually care about them.
At the bar or whatever, and she's just like, oh, like, you don't know anything about them, and he's like listing things off about them, and it's like, those are all super important things to know about them too. Like the one that's like, oh, it doesn't fear anything, the one that's like super interested in ships, would be good for this, would be good, like, he knows what people's strengths are just through like a quick interaction. So like,
because he's got all this experience. He's like, oh, this
and she's
I
like,
know these officers.
That's not connecting with him. And
I'm
I've
like,
always felt,
no shit.
I'm like,
because I just fucking got here, dude.
Yeah, but like, I've always felt this is how you should do it. And be like, well, one of us is first officer right now on this ship, and one of us ain't anymore.
God damn. I really did appreciate how he was just like, I didn't give you permission to speak freely, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
She was first officer because people liked her, not because she was qualified.
And everybody clapped.
Yeah. Somebody started it, and that person's to blame.
Commander Reese has an extensive and comprehensive interest in Starship that goes far beyond tactical. If he wanted, he could have a bright future into command division. Pollard has stared into the void and made it blink. Nothing frightens that woman.
I mean, there's totally a lot of discussion to be had about different command styles and, crew responding to this.
You were saying he's doing the Picard right now, like distance
he
from
was,
the crew.
He was definitely shorter, and he is a little bit rude, but the professional distance is exactly what we expect from your Picards and from your Ciscos or whatever.
Yeah.
Just standard Starfleet captains.
So now he turns to you.
He seemed quite clear that it would not be in the interest of your political career.
I employ Duvin because he is a shrewd political operator. But that does not mean that he or anyone else, including you, understands my own interests better than I.
So Action Saru, eh?
Action Saru.
Yeah, he had a meeting. He got into a little tiff with his fiance.
Yeah.
And we got Vulcan dude talking about purists. And I'm just like, with all this voting that they're doing, and they had like 2 people vote against it, I'm just like, they're gonna Admiral Forrest you, buddy. You better watch out.
No, Vulcan dude seems suspicious.
Yeah, well, he's talking about purists, so he is one.
He probably is. He probably is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or he's got feelings for the president lady.
Yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna announce it. It's like, so soon? I'm gonna play Lanier from Babylon 5. Unrequited, love Delenn.
Yeah.
Unrequited.
Yeah, it might be. It's either that or he's a purist.
Yeah. Don't trust that guy.
2 options.
Action Saru should kill him now. Don't delay. It is only logical.
I got you this wedding present.
Yes. His head. Well, I mean, I guess he won't oppose me anymore.
For logic and reason dictates that I approach you. As you live in a near constant state of emotional compromise, you are therefore better equipped to behave logically.
That was also the connection, having a little fight and then choosing to come back to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, was that worth my time to watch?
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like this plot line is just to continue to give Doug Jones something to do.
Yeah, I would have just kept him on the ship or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that's going.
And then we got Jett Reno.
Nice to see her back. She's fun.
Yeah, but had nothing to do.
Wanted chips,
sure. And told Stamets that we're probably going to have some drama. And we did. And the drama was lame. Drama was just like, cool, we haven't seen each other in 6 months. This is weird. Yeah, maybe we just shouldn't go out anymore. Even though, you were in my mind and we were super connected and we were in love before that, but whatever. Let's do our separate thing because I have to be by the pools. Even though I was dead and have a different body now and I really don't have the same kind of spiritual connection because that's a mental thing and it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, I mean, if things aren't working the way they are right now, maybe we could try something different.
I don't know if I can do this any other way.
So does that mean, are we saying we're breaking up?
Gray seems very not into it. He's just like, yeah, we should probably break up. Like, he seemed very casual about this.
Because it's not human or anything. Not even alien. Just created.
Too much.
Body not real.
Spiritual. Yeah.
Like if you talk to Picard, like if they didn't make his body go into dying, like any day now, if you talk to him and like thousands of years, he would be disconnected from everything. So not having the human body is going to affect you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like Adira was very clearly upset by the breakup, and Gray was just like, yeah, we're breaking up now.
Yeah. But I'll always be here for you.
Yeah, like literally right here, which is sort of the source of the issue we're having.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, and I'll be here for you, but like on the ship, so like still not together.
Yeah.
Burnham got the other puzzle piece.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. This was a struggle for any action episode if it wasn't for the creatures.
If it wasn't for the cloaked bugs.
So they're going to Trill. Well, we got all these relationship things we're going to do for this episode. What else should we do? Maybe we can make some giant bugs. Well, how's that going to affect? We'll cloak them. That's... Yeah!
Cool.
Do it. Why would they just transport? Because they're near rocks, duh.
Yeah, rocks can't transport through rocks.
Yeah.
Not even
they're transporting around the rocks?
Day.
Yeah, around the rocks is fine.
One day we're gonna we're gonna jump to the future, like even beyond where Discovery is now, and then we will be able to transport through rocks.
I got a question for you. Why didn't they just step outside the rock and transport?
Yeah, that too.
Because
they were already doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, she had to walk out and drop her phaser to even do that.
Yeah, but not actually drop it, just have it disintegrate. Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna kill you. It's back up my sleeve. I can pull it out in a millisecond, but you know.
I'm actually materializing a phaser behind your head.
Yeah. Book, contact other animals to attack these animals, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it Aquaman
That's what
style.
Beastmaster would do.
Yeah.
Tell them we're sorry and that we are leaving.
You have Pogo and Hogo, the two ferrets, and they would cut ropes for him and everything.
Yeah,
you ever watch Beastmaster?
No, but I can see Grudge just flying in from off screen and taking a chunk out of those guys.
Yeah. Good movie, Mark Singer. Cool. Final thought, me.
Final thought. I'm here for Rayner, and I'm here to see what they do with that character, because I'm very intrigued where this is going to go. Like, do they want Discovery to get more professional? Do they want Rayner to have a cry? No. Do they? What do they want? How does he compare to Shaw? How are we going to do this?
I feel like in the end, it's going to be like, I was right because I'm Burnham and I'm always right at the end. So here's a lecture of why I was right. And then it's going to be like, yeah, actually what he did was the right thing to do. But you're just like, no, like you did that without emotion, so...
Yeah, there is this really interesting dissonance for me right now, where I mostly agree with what Rayner is saying and doing, and the show clearly doesn't want me to, and it feels weird. Like, it keeps giving Tilly the last word, and I'm just like, no. No, he's totally fine.
Yeah,
he's just giving you perfectly reasonable orders. Be a professional about it.
It can create life, then in theory, it might even be possible to reanimate dead organisms.
It sounds like it'd be very dangerous in the wrong hands.
Well, yes, but think of all the good it could do in the right ones.
When we all go back and we're just like, oh yeah, what ship would you like to serve on? If you could serve on any ship, and like, Like, a lot of people were just like Enterprise because like he didn't lose a lot of people because he was a good captain and he was strict and like there was that. But of course, obviously DS9 at the promenade and everything, the holidays and all that. The bar.
DS9's probably the party one, yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Assuming you're not in a war, but yes.
Still party.
I guess, yeah. Work hard, play hard.
Yeah. I mean, you could be on the Enterprise and just like, oh, what are we doing? Putting on another Dominion brush fire? Okay, whatever. Yeah. No threat there.
Remember
we have a beautiful ship and we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with it. Well, I guess we'll see you next week for another episode, guys.
Yeah.
Till then.